Okay, we are here today for a continuation of our unsafe building hearings. Judge Mark Lloyd as the hearing authority today on behalf of the city of Franklin. Anybody believes himself to have information or evidence to present, please stand and raise your right hand for me, please. Thank you. Solemnly swear or affirm information by pride in this tribunal is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but truth, so help you God.
Yes, I do. Yes.
All right. On our agenda today, we have, first of all, compliance hearing on the property at the 500 block of Hurricane. If the city would give me an update on that property.
Good morning, Senior Planner Alex Getchell for City of Franklin.
Thank you.
For the property in the 500 block of Hurricane Street on the alley there, we actually went by there this morning. The state of the property is it has significantly improved. They did pull a permit a couple months ago to get some work done there. The city has yet to have any kind of actual inspection of the property, so we would be seeking to get some compliance in that arena to get an actual inspection done on it. But as far as the facade work and some of the other things from the outside that we can see that significantly improved.
Okay.
So making good progress, but we'll need to hear from the property owner to see.
All right.
And
Terrific.
decide. So.
Okay. Sir? Yeah.
Yes. I wanted to give these to you. These are just kind of an eyesore when I first got it, and then when
Okay.
I kind of in completion, I got other copies if you guys like one.
All right, go ahead and state your full name for me. I know you, but
All right,
the
yep.
public doesn't.
Stephen Lee Cox. We had talked in the past when we were here last about trying to get an actual address, and I didn't know what we needed to do about getting that. And then we kind of was talking about I had a fine that you were going to try to waive. I went ahead and paid that. Somehow in the transition of me buying it, they had a $200 fine of cleanup. And you said you'd try to get it waived and let me know at this hearing here, but if you haven't, I understand. But I did go ahead and pay it during the tax, during my taxes.
Okay.
I can address that.
Okay. Can the city assist with his request that the property receive a mailing address, or is that something he needs to address with postal authorities, or?
Yes, that's something I can address here in the next coming days.
Okay.
If you'd like, I can address the penalty fee at this time too.
While you're standing there,
Sure.
Okay.
So for that, I did reach out to the clerk treasurer's office because they're the ones that impose those fines.
Okay.
After the abatement is done, clerk treasurer's office handles sending out those notices of fines and everything. When I checked with them, they had already sent it to Johnson County to file liens on it, on the property for it. So at that point, they had already transferred it over as a tax lien, so there's nothing we could have done at that point to get it removed, is what I was told by the clerk treasurer's office. It was no longer an administrative fine. It had been moved to a tax lien against the property.
Okay. A tax lien from the city of Franklin?
Yes.
Okay. And why is it the city of Franklin can't undo the tax lien they imposed? Do we know?
I don't know that. The response I was given from clerk treasurer's office was that it had already been sent over as a lien and they couldn't remove it anymore. So.
All right. In light of the fact that it's a, let's just call it a administrative delay, and the property owner was kind enough to take care of it, to make sure, considering that proactive response, is there any reason for us not to vacate it?
I can check with clerk treasurer's office.
I don't need the clerk treasurer's office to be checked with, because I'm gonna issue an order.
Okay.
And then we'll see what their response is to my order.
Okay.
All right. So the only question is, at this administrative hearing, since we have the parties in interest, the city and the property owner, is there any reason in light of the fact that it's a delayed, if you will, response that we can't just simply reflect that $200 should be vacated and returned?
I don't know precisely what the actual fine was for. I believe it was for grass trash kind of situation, so it wasn't related to our unsafe building. It wasn't the city had abated something for the unsafe building, as far as I'm aware.
Okay.
It was more of a grass and trash kind of
Yeah,
situation.
but I just had taken it over, and
So-
I got pictures of the grass when I showed him, and since then I kind of mowed it, and which really it's kind of a postage stamp piece of property.
Right.
Had a little bit of overgrown grass. I mean, give or take 4, 5, 6 inches. I don't know, but I put gravel in there, hopefully to not have that problem again. You know, not a great big deal, but it's $200 I can put towards something else. You know, man,
Understand.
it's something. And we brought it up. It was just a conversation. So, in the event you can do it, great. And if you can't, I understand.
Okay.
So,
I think I know where we're at least at this point in time. Okay. All right, so the photographs you provided me were reflective of the property at the time you acquired it?
Correct. At the beginning, you see kind of the ugliness, and as I progressed, I kind of gave some more pictures. And I got more, but I just didn't want to flood you with a ton of things, just kind of the beginning of it and the end of it. I still got some windows ordered and some doors that they're odd size, so I haven't got that part done. But as far as everything they ask, which how this thing started from was the roof was in bad shape and the door was falling off of it. So we put a new entry door in it. The other entry door is waiting for measurements because it's Gilman's and Edinburgh has to order it because it's kind of an odd wall of size, and as well as the windows. So everything's pretty much done exterior-wise. The inside has got some storage things that I got to get rid of because it's got a bunch of junk that they left behind. It was an old, some point in time, it was a wood shop and a machine shop. So it's got a lot of tools and equipment in there that I might just leave or for the next person, or hopefully get to the point where I can rent it out to somebody for a machine shop or a wood shop.
Okay.
Is the ideal of it.
Any additional updates then?
No, but I did. He brought something out. He kind of wanted to look at. I don't know what there's to look at, but I've showed everything. I don't know. I'll be happy to. But I'm just trying to figure out what he wants to look at. I mean, you said you wanted to look at something.
sure, we've never seen the inside of the structure to inspect the structural integrity of it. All we've seen is from the outside that the roof was falling in and that some of the door and everything was falling in. So we've never been able to actually get inside the structure to see the interior of it. So since we have that remodel permit, we'd like to get a rough
Yeah,
scheduled to at least get inside the structure and see.
I understand. I just didn't know why you'd have to go inside to look at anything, but you're welcome to. Yeah, but I mean, I was kind of curious, but what the problem was in lieu of the door more than anything for safety.
Yeah, getting inside at this point will help your cause to get out of the unsafe building hearing.
I'm just
If
trying
it is-
to-
If it is structurally sound and good,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
we can get it out of this.
Gotcha.
hearing. So we're trying to proceed to that
Oh,
versus
absolutely.
continue to get you.
I'm just
come
trying
here
to get to
every
the
so
end
many months.
and hopefully get an address and hopefully get it to where I can rent it out or sell it or what have you.
Okay. So what is your time frame with regard to your refurbishing?
Well, again, with the doors and windows, I'm not really sure, just hopefully, which that's not a detrimental situation, it's not like it's a safety hazard, but I would like to make it complete. Give or take 3 months. You know, I don't know how Gilman's is gonna order something like this. It's kind of in their hands. They're having some trouble. It's got some old metal, weird looking like safety windows on it. I don't know if it in the back, screens and what have you. So I gave him some rough measurements overall. And we're just waiting for them windows to come in, and I'll put the windows in, and then there's a side door. Other than that, I would like to go on the inside and paint and put some metal up. Other than that, I say 3 months, I mean, give or take, you know, I mean, I have got a vacation scheduled for middle of, or 1st of March, so that's gonna be a week delay there, so, you know, 3 or 4 months.
Okay,
I mean, if that's okay.
all right. Let me hear final comments from the city and we'll conclude.
Yeah, I think the city's willing and agreeable to that timeframe, specifically with the windows and doors and not knowing that. We would like to be able to at least get inside to see that sooner than later, because if it is structurally sound, then we can basically then just wait on the windows and doors to fully mark this as a safe structure, so. So if we can get that in the next month maybe, or next few weeks. So, and I can work on getting that address by the end of this week.
Awesome.
Give me our March, or excuse me, probably April hearing date.
It's the 16th.
16th? All right, so we'll conclude with the following findings today. The parties are city and property owner in agreement that we will update this matter April 16, 2025 at 2 o'clock. Within the next 30 days, then the property owner in the city will coordinate and arrange for an interior inspection of the property. City planner will endeavor to address the address issue and exchange that information with the property owner. City planner will also, for the hearing officer, if you would be kind enough to collect information and identify the basis for that $200 assessment. And then with Mr. Cox's approval, I'll just have the city planner provide me that information direct once you have it. And then I will explore whether that is within our jurisdictional, if you will, purview here, to address whether we have the ability to reverse, if it's appropriate, that particular assessment. Okay?
Well, thank you guys all for your time, and sorry we're in this position, but it's just one of the things I bought. It was already in some dilemma when I got it, so I was just partaking in fixing it up. So, well, thank you for your time.
The last thing I have administratively is I'll show the photographs provided as hearing exhibit A. Hearing exhibit A in 8 parts, please. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
And then the .200 Hamilton Avenue property.
Would you like staff or homeowner first?
Staff, please. I'm sorry.
City of Franklin Senior Planner Alex Getchell again to address 200 Hamilton Avenue. Went by there this morning, saw that the property, as we've mentioned in previous meetings, the structure's been down for a while now, and they've been working on cleanup. As far as we could tell today, with the snow cover, looks like most of the debris has been removed, if not all the debris. It's hard to tell, but it also looks like some fill dirt has been brought in to help level it off. So as far as the city is concerned, they have been progressing and doing as they have said they were going to and following their timelines. So the city is agreeable to continue to work with them and getting it completed out. So wait to hear from the homeowner on the updates.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Mark Bennett.
Thank you, Mr. Bennett.
Yeah, I was able to bring in a triaxle load of dirt last month. I wasn't expecting to, but I was able to do that. And I've got the money for a second load of dirt to be brought in. And I've got the money to get a backhoe to spread it. I just need a break in the weather to get this done. But I've got the rest of the money to get get the dirt and get it filled in. Then the only thing I can either have to do is either fill it or sow it in grass or decide if I want to put gravel down.
Awesome.
So,
We have addressed this issue a number of times, and each time you've come forward with incremental steps to try to address the problem, so thank you for that.
yeah.
Other than, maybe resetting this for, as I recall, correct me if I'm wrong, this is going to be about a year-old issue in March.
Yeah, something like that.
So surely we'll have a break in the weather by then.
Yeah, I've got the money, and
Yeah.
I just need to get a break in the weather to do it, because,
I'd like to set this so that we don't waste anybody's time.
yeah.
So if I set it in March, you think we should be at that point in time maybe concluded?
I should have a break of the weather enough to be able to get something, have it done by then, have it leveled out anyway. And I don't know about the sowing the grass, or probably the grass would be the way I'll go.
Well, unless you decide to do a soccer stadium with
Yeah.
AstroTurf.
I thought it'd be nice to put gravel there and have it for extra vehicles,
Sure.
so. But yeah, I should have it done by March.
Okay. City?
Just in response to that, yeah, the city is agreeable to the March deadline to get it leveled out and grass sown. As far as the gravel is concerned, with the city of Franklin zoning ordinance, driveways have to be hard surface. So
okay.
it couldn't be gravel there, unfortunately, for
Okay,
additional
well, I
parking.
didn't know.
So, I mean, I mean, I understand, just to put it on the record that gravel actually isn't permitted by the ordinance.
Okay.
For a driveway expansion, you can maintain gravel driveways with more gravel, but you can't expand or put in new driveways or parking
okay.
areas with gravel. So if, grass is how we would like to see it, unless you
Okay.
do a hard surface
Okay.
driveway.
It was
So-
just something I just recently thought of yesterday or today, and I thought, well, that wouldn't be a bad idea, but then if I am not allowed to, then I'm not allowed to.
So, yeah.
Back to the AstroTurf.
All need to be cut.
March then, our date is?
Sorry, the 19th.
Okay. March 19th. Absent any changes by this officer, 2 o'clock.
All right. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a wonderful week.
Can I be excused?
You may,
Okay, I didn't want to walk out, so I want to ask.
Uh-huh.
Thank you, guys. You're good to go.
unless you want me to, since you're under oath, I could ask you a few more questions.
Have a great day. I can tell you it's cold out.
All right.
That's an honest answer.
Okay. Any additional information city wants to present on non-agenda items?
We do still have one more, item.
Oh, I'm sorry, we did skip over the Graham Road.
Yeah, they're,
Okay.
the property owners are actually not here though, so I can address that. if you
All right, go.
So for 3113 North Graham Road, they did receive a letter, certified mail, green card came back to us, signed, so they did receive the letter, notice that they need to make repairs or raise the structure. They did in fact take it upon themselves without reaching out to the city start demolition without a permit. The structure currently exists in a precarious position. They've taken out about half of the ground floor, with the second floor still attached. So the city has been in contact with property owners and has since been able to get a demolition permit issued for the property. As of this morning, or maybe even it was late afternoon yesterday, they had mobilized equipment and roll-off dumpsters to the property to start the demolition. We went by this morning and saw those with our own eyes. So those are in place now. So I don't know the exact time frame that they're gonna be taking down the structure, as they're not here. I will say that their original letter did say that the meeting was gonna be at 2 o'clock. I did reach out to, there's a homeowner or a property ownership group of 4 people I did send email and notification trying to reach out to them, to all 4 of them, and I got no response, trying to notify them of the time change. So if they're not here, that isn't entirely their fault. But they are moving with the demolition. I'll come back down here at 2 today just to see if they show up, to talk to them if they do show up. So, but otherwise, they went ahead and started demolition, and they've got the proper things in place now.
So they're being proactive, just roll this for an update to February, you think?
Yeah, I would say February would be
All right.
appropriate. Imagine it'll be down well before then. Surprised it's still standing with the state it's in.
Okay. So the February date is
February 19th.
19, 2 o'clock. So noted. Anything to address on the properties set already on the March hearing, the Cincinnati?
No updates on those, other than we did drive by those this morning as well. There hasn't been any changes on either of them, but otherwise we're
All
not
right.
hearing them today, but.
Terrific. All right, then we will show the agenda having been resolved. We are in